Hi, today we're going to show you how to build a homemade copy can hydroponic system. It can be either hung up on the wall or, placed on shelves, whatever you want to do. Here we took the liberty of already painting. However, as you can see, I need to apply another coat because we've been using this before. I didn't have any extra shit laying around, so I wanted to show you beforehand what it is. Basically, this is just your standard Folgers copy can, plastic of course. As you can see, I took some black spray paint, sprayed it around here. Obviously, I gotta put another coat on, as you can see. Yeah, it's been used pretty well. So, basically, you want to get yourself one of these, or a couple. Spray paint it black. I recommend adding some clear coat, otherwise you're gonna end up with one that, well, looks like this one. But anyway, you want to get a couple parts for your transfer. You have a couple choices. You can use basically your standard 2-inch airstone you can find at your local gardening store, or you can go with a 4-inch, which would be a lot bigger than you have your standard this, but obviously that's not going to fit. Basically, you're going to want to use this one, because this one, to be put simply, is the only one that will fit inside. So, right here you can see I have a 90-degree elbow. Let's see, yeah, you can see it right there. Basically, that elbow right there, let's see, there we go, is your airline connection. Basically, you just want to put some tubing connected in there. Also, we've taken the liberty, if you cut out the lid exactly perfectly, and if you look at the ring, it's just been cut out along the outline of the inside of the ring. So, the lid makes it perfect for one of these 3-inch pots. Now, this 3-inch pot is definitely perfect enough to just sit right in here. If you look at the fit, wonderful. Look at that fit. So now you have a lid cut with a ring to fit the net pot. So all that's left to do is just put that in here, snap it, and it fits perfectly. So let me bring this over here. So now you have a copy can, the net pot that fits perfectly in the center. I'm going to move this out. Then you have a 2-inch airstone in there. Now, personally, the kind of pump that you use all depends. Me personally, I like using a 600-gallon per hour Sunleaf air pump. These pumps are very powerful, and basically looks like this. This is a commercial air pump designed to run multiple hydroponic systems. You can use standard run-of-the-mill fish pumps. This one has a dual output, although the air output for something like this is more suited to a fish tank than actual hydroponics. But if you're on a budget, these are the way to go. But if you really want to get serious, this one is, let's see, I'm pretty sure this is the SDA 530 from Sunleaf. 600-gallon per hour output, as opposed to 80. So, obviously bigger is better. When it comes to hydroponics, there's no other truer sentence to that. So, let's, what we're going to do is connect up some tubing, and of course, I always recommend having plenty of extra tubing. This is soaker hose right here. I like taking small pieces, making a little ring around the hydro, make a little drip thing. If you got multiple systems, it's easier to do. Now, let's see. I have a bunch of parts here and stuff, so give me a second. So, these are Sunleaf airstones. I sell these too, so, but anyway, they come packaged, pre-packaged. you know, 7 liters, and they're about $1.50 each. And, well, you can see the price on it. $1.50, yeah, there we go. So, those are always great. Put that right there. Now, when working with hydroponics, you want to make sure that you always have at least some kind of backup where the air is not going to go into the pump. This is very important. Most people tend to overlook that, and then they wonder why their pump fuck up later on. So, anyway, as I'm looking for a piece of hose, as I have a bunch, I make a bunch of stuff, so, anyway. This is a black tubing diameter. It's, let's see, fuck, I'm not really sure, but I think it's 1/8 diameter rubber tubing. It's a standard air tube. So basically what this will do is we'll move this stuff out of the way. And if you hear me sniffling, it's because I got a cold. You know, if you look outside, the weather's all shitty. Typical for around our area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this camera over a little bit. Move that down. I'm going to take this off. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect this to the inside of this. And you want to make sure it's tight and snug fit. I like how this has a little bracket on it so you can twist it but it stays in there, it stays locked in there. Now another thing, when you put this in, you want to find out exactly how much tubing you need. Otherwise you're going to have a little bit of excess. So we'll trim that off real quick to about half that. You know, I don't know about you guys, but I always save, you know, the extra tubing that I have left. You know, you never know when you might need some more. So we'll take this and, you know, get a little spinner right there. The twist lock into place. And make sure it's all the way down on the base of it. And then what you do is just pop it in. Now, a good thing to do is just, you know, set it right there on the bottom. Make sure that it's like, if you can, make sure it just fits in there. But other than that, looks good. Now what we're going to do is, I have some solution here. This is basically a tea that I brew. And this is really good for hydroponics and such. So I'm going to pick some of this and I'm going to pour it in there. Just like that. And pour that in there. I don't mind using up a little bit because, you know, now that's some tea. That's a little bit of hydroponic solution. This is really good stuff. So, but anyway, we're going to put this lid back on like that. Now, you want to take note of your water level. Make sure that your net pot will be sitting just a little bit inside that. And we will, so, let's see. And there we go. Now we will add some rock in there. Oops, let's get that straightened out a little bit. That tubing, you may have to adjust it, you know, depending on what you want to, how it's sitting. But I normally don't use these rocks. I use basically some called STG. It's basically another medium you can use. Comes in 15 bucks for a small bag, but very well worth it, especially for cuttings and stuff. So anyway, we're going to take our tube, take our pump, and we're going to place this pump right here. And the thing we're going to do is we're going to take this thing, and I'm going to connect it to the pump. Might take a minute to work it. It's on there. Now what I want to do is, obviously I'm going to take a piece of hose, I'm going to connect this. It's a backflow adapter, so basically says no water can get back this way, air can only flow a certain direction. You'll see that little L, so that means air can only flow this way, and nothing can pass backwards. Really a good tool, little device. You can buy these for cheap at Walmart, you know, they're not that expensive, but really good, especially if you want to do a hydro system and you're worried about air. And then you just simply connect that. And so that's all there is to it. Now we're going to plug this little thing in. We'll move this pump in a little bit more. And so you can see the tubing right there. There we go. That works. Anyway, so let's plug this thing in. And basically what you have here is your basic simple hydroponic system. Now, if once you can see, you can hear it working, let's check it out and see how good that is. Oh yeah. Now, this is very good, perfect for what you want. A lot of aeration, a lot of bubbles. It'll keep that solution all stirred up. This is basically the simplest hydroponic setup you can make. Really easy. I like personally growing some veggies, you know, like herbs and stuff, among other things. But that's it. And even throw a little cool sticker on there, General Hydro or whatever. But this is your basic setup. And move it in a little bit more, and you can see this is the pump. You know, it's got air, 600 gallons per hour, and it's dripping on the base. Let's take a closer look at it. So, that's basically concluded, you know, how to make a hydroponic system. And well, we'll have to do another video pretty soon. And this is Hemp Man saying adios. And this is the really, you're done. Next video I will show you how to